who liked the film The Witch, and anyone who's an avid fan of the Saxon ages.
Anyone that's kind of a history buff, anyone that's into the kind of weird and wonderful and the strange, anything kind of dark and creepy.
I think that our film is really fascinating from a historical point of view. I think that people who are interested in history, especially the Anglo-Saxon period, I know that I've never seen something set in 8th century England.
I think everyone can come to see our films, especially the people who are interested in horror theme and religion-related films.
I think everyone who loves horror films should definitely come and see this film.
I think that everybody should come see this film. Male, female, young, old, animal, human, everyone. This film is going to be amazing.
I think if you're a massive history fan or a fan of horror, then you're going to love this film.
From like a technical standpoint, The Witch is very similar, but you know, looking into kind of the location, I'm getting kind of Evil Dead and kind of Cabin Fever vibes. You know, I think that'll be a big part of how I'm going to try and make the film look.
I think horror's often been something that people shy away from. It's quite difficult to do well, or people just as audiences are quite difficult with it. It's either you're very much into it or very much not, where slowly sort of injecting it into a project like this, it certainly allows for a greater audience.
I've been quite influenced by the style of Edgar Wright. I think specifically to this movie, The World's End is an interesting film to look at because it deals with some darker themes compared to his other movies. People being stuck in the past, you know, not knowing how to move on. He manages to make these characters feel very real and very human, despite obviously the films themselves usually being comedies.
Life of Pi. As a camera operator, I'm inspired by its shots and its 3D technology. It won the Oscar Awards for Best Achievements in Cinematography. Yeah, there's a lot for me to learn.
I think Baby Driver was a really influential film for me, just on like a technical standpoint. The fact that, you know, they came up with the soundtrack before the film even started shooting and then shot all of the film in line with the soundtrack, like on set.
The films that have been inspiring to me would definitely be Lights Out and Scary Movie. I love comedy and I love horror, and I think working on something that's comedic, that also includes horror for myself, would be a very thrilling experience.
Films that inspire me and influence me to pursue film are typically based off true stories and true events. Whether they, in the final result, don't come out exactly how it happened, but it's based on the concept of what really happened. It's a way of informing people of the past as well as making it entertainment for audience purposes. Films like Conjuring and Annabelle, they're definitely great influences, especially within the horror genre.